guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you guys how to make char siu pork or Chinese barbecue pork. This is a very popular Chinese recipe and I'm so happy to be sharing it with you guys today. Now to get started, here are the ingredients I will be using. Here I have some pork shoulder or pork butt. This is the best part of the pork to use because it is a more fattier cut of meat and it is more juicy and tender. And here I have the char siu seasoning. I found this on Amazon if you guys are interested. And you could either use this or the red bean curd. And here I have some Hoisin sauce, soy sauce, Chinese cooking wine, some honey. I have ginger, garlic, oyster sauce. I have some white pepper, Chinese 5-spice, and some brown sugar. Let's jump right into it. So basically we are going to combine all these ingredients, mix well, and this is going to be used as the marinade for our pork. We are going to marinate the pork and let it sit overnight because this particular recipe you cannot rush. You need to let it sit overnight or for about 2 days. You know, the longer you let it sit, the better your results. So we will mix these ingredients well, and I'll show you guys the next step. So now we will pour the marinade over our pork, mix it well, and then we will place this in a Ziploc bag to store it in our refrigerator overnight. The longer you let it sit, it's the better it will taste, guys. So we will let this sit overnight, and I know my Guyanese folks will love this recipe because back in Guyana, we call it the red pork. It is super delicious, guys, and I know if you guys can make this yourselves, you really would. So we will get this, set up, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow where I show you guys how we cook and prepare the pork. Okay? Okay guys, so it is 2 days in and I am back. I was so busy that I could not make this pork the next day. So this has been marinating for 2 days, which will make it way better. You know, the longer you let it marinate, the better. And I did let it sit outside for 1 hour so that it could come up to room temperature before I place it inside of the oven. And here I have my baking tray with a rack, and I did line it with some foil paper because you want to protect your utensils. You don't want to place this in the oven on a bare pan, So what you want to do now is go ahead and preheat your oven to 425 degrees because we will be cooking this on high heat. And you want to pour some water inside of your baking tray because that will eliminate the amount of smoke that will emanate from the oven. And because this recipe with all the honey and stuff that we will be glazing it with, it will burn very bad. So the water will prevent, the lot of smoke and stuff that will be coming out there. So we'll put the water, put the pork on there, and then we will stick this in the oven for about 1 hour. So while the pork is in the oven, we will go ahead and make the glaze for the pork. We will be using some honey. We will use some dark soy sauce. This dark soy sauce is different from the light soy sauce. It is sweet and it is thick in consistency or in texture. And we will be using some of that char siu seasoning. We will mix them all together and we will set it aside. Now we will be basically cooking that pork for 1 hour, but every 15 minutes we will be basting the pork until the hour is up. So we will baste it 3 times, 15 minutes apart. So after about 15 minutes, we are now glazing the pork for the first time. We will glaze it really well, make sure it's evenly coated, and we will place it back into the oven to continue cooking. So after about 30 minutes, we are now glazing the pork for a second time. We will glaze it really well, then place it back into the oven to continue cooking. And now we are glazing the pork for a third and final time. This is 45 minutes in. We will glaze this pork this last time, and then we will place it back into the oven and let it continue cooking. This smells so amazing, guys. Oh my God, I cannot wait to dig in. And after about 1 hour and 5 minutes, I did give it an extra 5 minutes. These are finally done, guys. They smell so good, and I can't wait to cut it and show you guys. But before I do that, I will let it rest for about 15 minutes. So I just wanted to show you guys the importance of protecting your baking tray. Look at this, guys. Do you see all that burn and that stuff there? And my baking tray is clean. The only mess I have is that little thing right there, and that's so easy to get off. So protect your pans, guys. And now for the good part, guys. We will now slice into this, and you guys can see all the amazingness. Look how juicy that looks. It is tender, and guys, it is super flavorful. That 5 spice, the oyster sauce, the hoisin sauce, the Chinese cooking wine, everything just comes right through in flavor. And I have made this recipe a few times before, and I have to be honest with you guys, this time it tastes amazing. Like, it's the best. And I figured it's because it was marinating for so long. That played a huge part. Okay guys, so this is how I make a super delicious char siu pork or Chinese barbecue pork. You could have this with some fried rice, plain rice, some chow mein, lao mein, whatever you like. I do hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me. I will leave all the ingredients and measurements down in my description box, and I will see you guys in my next video. Enjoy!